You guys all ready? All right, let's get started. Well, we got out with a win. You know, when you go back and look at the video, certainly I didn't feel like offensively we played our best game. That's my responsibility. I need to do a better job of getting us to practice with the same intensity and focus throughout the week. I was concerned going in the game because we weren't as sharp as we were the week before. I wasn't very happy with our offensive line. You know, we can play a lot better than that, and our running backs got to hit the holes and make yards after contact, and great backs finish going forward. We're very capable of doing that, so we're going to get back and work hard and do a better job running the football. That's something that we have to get back and do a much better job with. Defensively, I thought we did a great job in the first half, keeping us in the game. Got a couple of nice picks by Jair and one great return, but we got to do a better job on that last drive. You know, we're very capable of getting better pressure, hitting the quarterback, and he made a couple good throws, but you know, we can't let him score there at the end. And then I was really happy with the 2-minute drive. You know, it showed great competitive spirit, but to win games on the road, you have to be more focused, be better prepared, play with better effort, consistency, and that's my responsibility. So I got to do a better job this week making sure we get ready to practice and play better. Boston College on video is a good football team. They always play great defense. They're very physical. They run full speed to the ball, and they hit and tackle. Offensively, we very aware of the quarterback. We know him well. I've got great respect for him. I've always thought he really throws the ball well and can run with it. A very good running back. So we're going to have to get ready and go practice and perform well and play well. But we did get out with the win. I'm happy about that. And we will get back to work and put some great effort on the practice field this week getting ready. Questions?
Attribute the relative listlessness you described?
Yeah, that's my responsibility in practice. I told the players all week in practice I was worried about it. You know, I think it's a long season, and like we've said before, you're not always going to have your best game, but we're better than that. They did do a good job. You know, they did execute better than they have been. And we've got to understand, too, that, you know, we're going to see everybody's best game. So we've got to do a better job getting ready. Like I said, that's my responsibility.
Can you really pick up on that during the week?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
What are the signs?
Just how you execute and focus and practice. You know, before the North Carolina State game, I knew on Thursday we'd have a good game just by our focus and concentration and how sharp we were. You know, last week, Lamar had his best week of practice as far as accuracy and completion percentage, and thank God he did, because I think it paid off in that last drive. Yeah, I think we had some drops. Yeah, no question about it. Now, were they easy catches? No. They might have just been a hair off and not as accurate as we usually are. But, you know, in the famous words of my father, anything you touch, you should have. So we've got to make those catches, and we're capable of making them. Lamar can put it on himself and say, I need to be more accurate. But, you know, he got to go make those catches. You know, the one third down play, you know, I think maybe he got blocked from the ball, you know, because it was kind of short and behind him. He should have threw it more to the middle of the field and opened him up, but he had to run out of the pocket to make the throw. If we would have had perfect protection there, it would have been a strike and a touchdown. So it all works together, and it is a game of inches. There's no question about that. Yeah, I think the competitive spirit and the ability to fight to the end and find a way to win is something that we'll build on. And the atmosphere in the locker room after the game and the excitement was very good. You know, our players were really excited about it and happy about it, and you know, you find a way to win a game. And when you're not at your best, and it's hard to be at your best every single week, you know, sometimes on the road you have to just find a way to win. And I thought that was, you know, showed great character and great spirit by our team.
Given that it is a long season, and guys get into a routine, do you feel as a coach that you have an obligation to change things up, just the way you do things in the schedule?
Yeah.
To make it seem new?
I mean, I do. I always do. I always change our schedule up. And, you know, one of the things that Coach Broyles was famous for saying is that fans remember the games in November. So we've always changed our schedule up in November. We've shortened it down, did a little bit more meeting time, a little bit less on their legs, and try to get them to the game fresh physically and fresh mentally. So that's something that we'll get done here in November. We've always been a very good football team in the month of November.
Quantify that and how much less contact work or running they do?
Yeah, we shortened the practice down, so.
Every day,
10
minutes?
Oh, no more than that, you know, yeah. You know, probably somewhere between 20, 25 minutes, somewhere in there.
Probably because of the depth issues, you had used some young guys that hadn't seen a lot of time on defense the other day. I think Gigi and Henry got a lot of reps. Were you pleased with what you saw with some of the guys in there?
Yeah, we weren't as explosive, and they learned, you know, and they're going to be better the next time that they're in and getting those reps, you know. So it's good for them and great experience. But we have to be able to hit the quarterback. And one sack for us is not good enough, you know. And we got into a situation where they had to throw the ball, and that's when we're usually really effective, and we make plays and get turnovers, and we didn't do that. And that's, you know, something that I'm hoping we never see again.
They got 5 sacks, so Lamar sacked 5 times. Did the offensive line not as sharp as you hoped, or their defensive line just really?
Yeah, they weren't as sharp as they need to be, and you know, there was a couple of them that we had guys accounted for and picked up, so it wasn't scheme-wise, and Lamar got us in the right protection. We broke down a little bit on technique, and when you break down on your technique, it's because of your focus. It means that you're mentally not in tune to doing what you normally do. You know, what's funny is we're watching video today of the Clemson game. I wanted to see a couple formations that we did in the Clemson game, and the exact same protections and perfect footwork by the offensive line, pick it up, and the same as against Virginia the other day, and terrible footwork by the line, and we get beat. So it is focus. It's concentration and focus, and you know, that's on us as coaches. We got to get that done. Yeah, we're hoping he'll be back this week. You know, he had a good day yesterday. He was in there this morning. He's should be ready to play this week, unless there's a setback from practice somewhere. So. Yeah, I really don't even think about that. I think we're going to have to battle and, you know, work to win games. That's what you think about.
Do you have an expectation for where you guys will be in the first ranking tomorrow? 5 or better?
I don't have any expectation. I'll be practicing and working on video. Let me know how it comes out, would you?
You won't watch, really?
No, I'm not watching. No, we'll be working.
Do you think that playing Florida State with Clemson so early may have had a negative impact in keeping momentum and keeping it set up with you guys?
You know, that's a good question. Those were very big games. We put a bunch of concentration and effort and intensity into it. I thought we came back with the North Carolina State game and got that same effort, concentration, intensity in our preparation, you know. I think it's because they, you know, we saw the game on TV and they should have beat Clemson, and they didn't. So I think our players really were in tune to getting ready to go. They're going to watch Boston College here and see how physical they are. And our guys usually, you know, when they get challenged by a team that's physical, we usually respond well. So I hope we have great response this week and, you know, have a good week of practice. Yeah. I mean, I know about him from when he was in high school, and obviously I know his grandfather real well. So I remember sitting down having lunch with the senator before, and I watched him pitch when I was a young kid. I'm old enough to have I've watched his grandfather pitch. So, yeah. I just think he's a good football player. I always have. I think he's a tough kid. He's you know, can really make throws, got a good release. He's shown the ability to be able to run. You know, I think it's important for us that we do a good job rushing and we do a good job being in our lanes. You know, the last time we were able to beat him, we really did a good job of that in the fourth quarter, and we had the upper hand because he had nowhere to run, and we had tight coverage and had great push inside on the pocket. So that distracts your vision and escapability. So I think we've got to play it like we did, you know, that last quarter when we played them out here. I'm referring to the quarterback. Yeah, I think it's important for us to be able to push the pocket and make sure he doesn't have places to escape and run to.
What's their defense? What they played in the ACC? What is so good about their defense? I think they were pretty physical the last couple of years.
Yeah, they've been really good defensively. They're physical guys, and they run hard and play with great effort. Up front, they're big inside and anchor down. They've got a really good defensive end that can rush the passer, and their linebackers are we know them pretty well. It's kind of like when we played North Carolina State. Feels like we've been playing against the same guys for 3 years now. So it'll be fun. We'll look forward to the challenge. I know when we went up there a couple years ago and played, they were very good defense, and I thought we did a good job in that game. So hoping we get the same outlook.
What about Jair? He's got ice on his knee after the game. Does he look at it?
Yeah, he's doing fine. You know, it's a long game for him. He's out there and covering deep balls and returning punts, and you know, we've got to make sure, you know, that he's fresh and physically ready to go. But you know, games like that are physical, and guys get, you know, bumped up and beat up. And actually, that's one of the things when you're done playing football that you kind of miss, is you miss those Sunday mornings when you come in and get in the ice tub and get treatment, and you really do. You know, you get withdrawal symptoms. You don't know what to do on Sunday morning. So that's just part of the game.
Speaking of Jair, do you think he's playing at a high enough level that he merits all-American consideration?
I think he is, yeah. You know, I get to watch every play, and he does a great job of covering. And, you know, there's a lot of times he has great coverage, and the quarterback's not even looking to his side of the field. When guys go after him, he makes plays, and the interceptions that he's had and critical times of games have really helped us win. So I think he's as good a corner as I've seen out there. And again, like, I don't see everybody. Just the teams we play and the teams we watch on video.
With so much attention on Lamar, is it fair to say that he's been your second best performer?
He's been pretty good, you know. I haven't thought about it, but when you say that, he's been really a good football player for us.